Testing, testing. Okay, got audio. Okay. Live stream time. More that no one's watching this, but I will be working on my Emerald tools. Streaming's just a good way for me to make sure I'm actually getting stuff done. Plus, if I get a few subscribers and share the project a bit more, that's a good thing. So it's looking very accurate right now. So my goal for today is to get the Emerald tools done. Implement recipes if I decide that's the route I want to go with this feature. Definitely modify the villager trading tables. I mean, I call it villager trading tables. I have to use ticking commands to replace them because data packs are amazing. Okay. The ID for the axe is 30k2. I definitely don't know the durability off the top of my head. You know what I should probably make? That's dummy. Nope, nope, definitely not. Definitely not it. Strong no. Don't think. No, yeah. Nope. Very bad at commands, dear lord. Resistance on. Okay. I can now damage these tools. Perfect. Oh, it's the same durability for every. Okay. That makes it pretty easy for me, doesn't it? I'll just make them 1k for everything. That still works. That also works. So really, it's just the data I have to deal with. Okay. mineable slash axe, of course. Problem with using mineable slash pickaxe for most things pickaxe based is that it would allow every possible item to be used, which is not ideal at all. It's just like I just want to test something. Okay, everything's good. So attack damage, I should add 8. Oh, that ID's wrong. And it'll be wrong in pickaxe too. It's really held up by duct tape, bandages. I think it's over 1,000 files right now. I ran that command recently. Yeah, it's definitely a lot. Cool. Okay, we're at 1,047 right now. Although a small but definitely their chunk of those files is useless initialize functions I made that I never ended up using. So does it really count? Who can say? I'm just gonna be pulling up the wiki on a different device just because I do not know what the values for these are. 1.2. Well, I guess I know that for the pickaxe it's 1.2. For the axe it's 1. It goes from 1.2 to 1. I probably can just subtract 3. It's probably fine. I believe. No, definitely the wrong file. Definitely. Emerald X. Give. I'll subtract 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Let's give it a shot. Not much else to do. Okay. It's still called the Emerald Pickaxe. It does not get damaged when attacking entities. Oh, wait. That's because I use damage dealt exclusively for hit detection. So if you do no damage, it won't reduce the durability. Do I really care? Okay. I don't actually know what the speed values are. Tools are probably the hardest thing for me. I'm planning on implementing emerald and copper tools, but tools are very annoying for literally just one reason, and that's that I know none of the values for any of the mechanics. Attribute modifiers are annoying enough because the numbers seem meaningless to me most of the time, but with stuff like tool speed, it's not listed. Check the wiki. And often the wiki will list things in blocks per second. It breaks me. Okay. Tool speed. If the tool helps and increases digging speed by a constant multiplier, given the following table: diamond 8. So that actually means that the emerald pickaxe should be slower than the diamond one. What is the idea? But it really doesn't. Okay, well, if they all use the same value, I will just set it to 7 for everything and call it a day. No blocks are locked behind netherite breaking tiers. So the emerald pickaxe can successfully mine everything, which is good. For the copper one, it'll need its own tag. We'll probably get a list of all block tags pulled up. I think that there's probably a block tag for each pickaxe here. Well, I do have the axe now. Emerald axe. 9 attack damage, which is accurate. So the idea is it's as good as diamond, with less durability, cheaper, obviously, with villagers. However, it does have the bonus of not being enchantable, so you can never make it faster. I know it's a very good thing for a tool to have. It is beetroot soup. It is. That is what it is. Okay. These look realistic if you ignore Minecraft golden beetroot soup. That still looks right with tooltips hidden. You cannot tell the difference. I already did all the sprite work off screen, so that's fine. Actually, emerald axe, emerald pickaxe. Now I need the emerald hoe. Attack damage, 4 attack speed. It is just the normal attack speed, I think. Judging by my very, very basic math. Oh wait, I should compare attack speeds. Yep. Okay. I mean, I don't know how there would be any world in which I did that wrong, but I always like considering the possibility. So now I will make the emerald hoe, which is 30k3. Same values for everything. Another initialize function that I will never end up using. Here we go. It will do 1 attack damage, 4 attack speed. will not increase attack damage or attack speed. So okay, looks good. Also looks good. Summon pig and hit him with it. Yep. And if I mine stuff. Oh. Nope. 997. Okay. So that is all good now. Another tool. This is actually going a bit faster than I thought it would. This has taken no time at all. How do I make a sword? I did not think about that beforehand. Oh no. So I need the sweep, obviously. I mean, I don't need it, I guess. As much as my goal is 0 jank with this project, I think sometimes I do have to accept there's something I can do to implement certain features. I do currently refuse to implement armor, though. Because it's something. Armor jank is really something. Okay, I guess I'll do the shovel now. Should not be difficult. Does the sword take durability when it mines things? Probably. Oh yeah, because it would have a tool component because of cobwebs. Hmm. What a project. Oh my goodness. This is probably the most absurd thing I've ever done. I can't believe I'm actually about to finish vanilla emerald tools standing upon a block palette of random stuff. Okay, so the shovel has 5.5. And does a shovel do that much damage? With the attack speed of an axe. Oh, hi, Robbie. 5.5 is weird. Shovels. Shovels 3k5. 5.5 attack damage. 1 attack speed. Rolled shovel. Marble sauce shovel. Attack damage. 4.5. Minus 3 attack speed. Perfect. So now it should mine gravel very fast. You know, like a shovel. Yeah. Here we go. So only the sword left. The axe is still called Emerald Pickaxe. There we go. So now I need to make the sword. Sword has decent attack speed. I mean, it won't be very useful for actual PvP, because by the time you're doing PvP, you'll probably have diamonds and basic enchanting. Especially because the best way to get emeralds is villagers, and villagers make enchanting easy, and an enchanted iron sword is way better than an emerald sword. But I will add it just for completion's sake. So I'll add 6 attack damage, subtract 3.4. The only thing I don't like about Spyglass. Oh, bye. The only thing I don't like about Spyglass is that one specific bug where it labels component removals as errors. So, I mean, I'm not thinking about my feelings. Emerald Sword. It will do 7 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed. Boom. Mineable slash sword. It will increase shit. Oh my list is coming back. 6, negative 2.4. Looking good. Okay. Full suite of emerald tools. The emerald sword is definitely brighter than the other ones. It does use the same color palette, but I overused the lighter color from the axe odd on it, and I don't think that was the right call. I can retexture it later if I want. But that all looks good. So now boom. They take durability. It does not have the sword sweep thing. And I do not think there's literally anything I can do about that. I think that's just how it is. But I think that this is definitely a completed suite of tools. I'm not sure if you should just get it through villager trading or if I should make it craftable. Because this is a very, I mean, it's cheap either way. You get mass amounts of emeralds when you get to the villager stage. I'll make it craftable. And the plan was originally to make tool and weaponsmiths only sell emerald stuff. Which would be a downgrade, yes, but it would make more sense. The problem is if you can craft it with emeralds, they need to provide something. I guess I could make it come with enchantments, couldn't I? Probably could. I'd say I definitely could. Okay. So I will add the recipes. Wait, no. I'm just gonna turn the obsidian pickaxe into the emerald pickaxe, which is how I originally made it. Roof. Emerald pickaxe. Emerald. Emerald. Okay. The pickaxe is 4. Mineable slash pickaxe 7. All those values seem right except max damage. That should all work, I think. I did a emerald pickaxe, fully craftable. So then I have to do the same thing for the rest of the tools. Tool underscore emerald. 9 damage, 1 attack speed, I think. Hmm. I'm really unsure if I should allow people to craft the axe the improper way. No, you have to craft my axes the correct way. That's what I've decided. Mineable slash axe. Generic attack damage should be 8. Attack speed should be -3. Perfect. Now I do the same thing again, because that's about 90% of this project. I think it will get way more fun though soon. I get to do the fun part of making the electricity system in vanilla Minecraft because I have nothing better to do with my time. Moto. 1 damage, 4 attack speed. Oh no, I forgot about the modifier IDs. The probably least important part of this. And something I very much definitely forgotten to give commands, which I will fix. Yeah, to the literally 0 people watching the stream. This is just a very, very nice way for me to, I mean, 1, distract myself, but 2, to make sure I actually get stuff done in the project. It's being documented for all of time. I better be productive. 0, 0. That all seems to be There we go. That should be correct. Okay. And then the last, and also certainly the least, definitely the least useful one of these, the sword. Woo! Oh no, I put the shovel in the hoe group. That's it's not good. 100. Emerald sword. When in main hand, 7 damage, 1.6 attack speed. The last of the emerald IDs. Mineable slash sword. Will do 6 damage with minus 2.4 attack speed. Oh, there goes my window. And these will be tagged as emerald sword. And these are separated. Craft sword. Wait, what? Why did the crafted ones have an extra component? Is it enchantment glint override? It's not. What random component did I give these? Better question is, do I care to figure it out? I feel like I'm losing it. Oh. Wait. Well, I made a set of fully edible. I made a set of fully edible emerald tools. This is the greatest thing ever made. You craft the emerald tools, and it's secretly beetroot soup that you can eat. And not these though, because I removed the food. I have made edible emerald tools. You mine with them, you fight with them, and then you eat them. Truly a work of art. Okay, I had to get that for the YouTube short, of course. But now I'm gonna actually fix that because how do I wait? How do I do this? Ah, yes. Thank you. Fine example from the tool I made that is not edible. But that's what it is. Can't eat it. It's the distinctly more intended functionality. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, I saw the extra component and I was just like, that's weird. Why would there be an extra component? Then I ate the tools. Definitely. Non-edible emerald tools. There we go. That is a full set of craftable and usable emerald tools. I cannot make it repairable in an anvil. I cannot make them enchantable because we don't have data-driven ingredients yet. Man, I could actually make them repairable if we had data-driven ingredients. Please, man. I beg of you. But they only give us Datapack developers features that they're already going to be using for other stuff anyways. So now I've actually added the emerald tools. I'm wondering if I should even give them to the villagers at all. No, yeah, I definitely should. Because I think giving. Obviously, I do not like this. I use it because it's very useful, but from a game design standpoint, this makes zero sense to me. I don't understand. And maybe it's because I try too hard at the silly block game, but it just makes diamonds obsolete, and I am not a fan. But until I can make an alternative armor set, there's nothing to do. I actually might take a break from custom tools. I'm going to rename the stream actually. Ooh, the reviews, crazy. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah. I'm probably gonna open up Blockbench, make some kind of generator. I think solar. Solar is the way to go. This is going to be the start of, I would label it as a mechanism-esque electricity system. It won't be mechanism, but that's definitely the inspiration I'll be taking. This mechanism is one of my favorite mods of all time. Let's see what I can do. Okay. Hmm. I have to make some very large decisions about the future of this project in this exact moment. I mean, specifically when it comes to the electricity system, but that is probably going to be one of the largest components of this. I'm not sure what I want to do here. Obviously, I'm going to have the generator generating electricity, obviously. But I need to decide on how I want to handle stuff like the electricity output, cabling, stuff like that. Because there has to be a way for the generator, obviously, first it generates the electricity, but it also needs a way to output that electricity. Because what mechanism does is basically you just attach a cable to any side of the generator. Okay, well, with some generators, and it'll just output. Or like with wind turbines, there's a specific port on the front. And well, my goal obviously isn't to copy mechanism. Just to give a bit of a frame of reference. I think having a dedicated input port and a dedicated output port is the way to go. The ideal so with mechanism, everything's just linked. Everything just happens. You attach a bunch of cables together, they become kind of one large cable. And as a whole, they have input and output speeds. You know, like they will transfer a certain amount of redstone flux, or I think that's what Mac. I don't, is it redstone flux? I think every tick, RFE per tick. That's good for mods. However, I do not think that there is literally any way for me to do that without absolutely murdering the MSPT on my server. I think it will just die. I mean, it's already gonna die. I'm killing it. God is dead, and I specifically killed him. But yeah, maybe I'm thinking about this too hard. Maybe I'm putting too much thought into this distraction from my problems. But I do want it to be good, because clearly some people do care about it. And even just the shorts I made about it performed pretty well. This channel's mostly file hosting for school projects and sharing personal ones, but it is nice seeing people actually respond well. And I would rather not completely mess everything up. I think I will have it so, compared to the mechanism or industrial method of having a system of wires that all link and transfer to specific blocks, I will have every wire act like its own individual block, because that's what it'll be. That is how it will actually work. So I'll have it so that each wire can transfer X electricity unit per tick. So it'll transfer to the next one, and then that one will transfer to the next one in that same tick. The problem being execution order. And that's going to be so fun to deal with. This is, I know, not a lot of work and a lot of theory crafting and drawn out explanations, but the commands will be executed on the wires in a specific order, right? That order is usually arbitrary. It's usually random when you're working with entities. And you can sort by certain factors. But in a data pack like this, where the blocks could be literally anywhere in any formation and are part of a larger system, it is going to be incredibly difficult to figure out how I am going to make the wires execute in a reasonable order. Because let me give an example. Say you have two wires. The wires are both facing in the same direction. they're connected, and they're connected to a generator. I'm rambling, no one's listening. But you say the first wire, the one close to the generator, executes on the first tick. It will take, let's say, 4 energy units and move it into itself. Then the next wire executes and ticks. It will take 4 from the first wire and bring into itself. Okay, we have moved 4 energy units from the generator to the farthest wire. But what if they execute in the opposite order? Do you see? What if, and this is all theoretical, of course, what if the farthest wire tries to pull energy first? Obviously, it can't because the first wire has no energy because it hasn't pulled it from the generator yet. So the second wire has none, and then the first wire pulls from the generator. So now, in these 2 different scenarios, with the same exact setup, just due to execution order, the energy's in the wrong place. And obviously, there is no wrong place. Both of those are equally valid ways for that to happen. But if I don't choose one, they're both going to be wrong. And the problem is I can't choose one. If I were to use that theoretical system of executing on every wire and having them pull from the wire behind them. Because I cannot put them in an order. Minecraft doesn't know what order they should be in, because Minecraft wasn't designed with any of this in mind. With mods, it's all a system. It all doesn't even have to worry about that. Stuff pulls as needed. It's easy. So my idea is, instead of a system where it pulls the electricity, I probably need a system where electricity gets pushed through, or a system, and this would not be good for performance, where it executes in an order based on the amount of the electricity unit in each entity. Both of these are compromises. 100%, both of these options are compromises, and there's no getting around that. I cannot do the ideal way of doing this with just a Datapack. This is just so interesting. It gives me such a puzzle to work on. What am I going to do? I think the way to do it is to start with the generators, the things producing the electricity, and start with the wires that actually have the electricity, and have them push out. But I can't really select by different wires depending on whether or not they have electricity, and that would also set up for weird scenarios. I think the correct way to do it is to start at a generator, then the generators will push out into the wires, and the wires will then be executed on, pushing into the next wire. I just have it set, instead of executing on all wires, the wires will push through electricity when the generators have electricity and they're executed on by the selector. So it basically has a generator pushing it out. And then I execute on every wire that hasn't been executed on that tick, and they will arbitrarily push energy along. I think is the way I would have to do that. Or I could even execute as I could execute on every wire that doesn't have a wire behind it. I think that could work. Because if I execute on every wire that doesn't have a wire behind it, it'll force the wires that do have wires behind them to obviously not be executed on first. Well, I think that's enough for this stream because I'm clearly not ready to implement the electricity system. I just want to rant a bit into the abyss, the void of content. I'm going to end that for today. Short, less than an hour stream. Got a bit of progress done. I'm happy. How do I end?